What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to Let's Talk About Beyond Dark. The game is currently getting closer and closer to being playable, coming in the early access phase, and people, including me, are really hot for this game. They're really hooked, and let's see what the internet page and the forum and videos have to offer for us. So here's what's gonna happen in this video, guys. Within the next 20 minutes, I'm going to give you compressed knowledge about everything we haven't covered in our first video, link in the video description, by the way. And also, I'm going to be allowed to give you exclusive game material that has never been shown anywhere, like this picture, for example. And there's going to be more to come in the next video, and also in this video and the next one, you can win yourself an early beta access key by just staying tuned and being here. And yeah, the first one is high-level strategy zoom that zooms all the way into a close-up ship perspective from the high-end strategy view right here, okay? The next one is going to be exploring the vastness of space with all the things that concern fog of war and using long-range sensors to scan for planets and asteroids and whatever, and ships, and when are they coming in range, and when is what information going to be released at what distance and all that. And then the February update with loads of new features going to be explained. Then we were going to take a look at the exclusive call to arms, like beta sign-up ship, that you can only get by reaching a certain amount of people you made sign up for the beta, and that is going to be a really exclusive ship, and what the ship is going to be capable of as well. Then we have here the beta sign up. You can still do that, I will show you how. And then we have the frequently asked questions part about the two different things about the early access beta. What is the difference between early access and the general beta? And also the call to arms page right here, guys. This is mine, you can see it, and I'm thanks to you guys, Grand Admiral, already, and I have some two early beta invites to give away, right? So what you can see here, guys, is the high level strategy view with all the planets and everything that you can see from the highest zoom level, okay? And you can see this player right here, he put a lot of long range sensors on his planets and on his ships and everything to have a good coverage of his part of space, right? Let's imagine that this all belongs to you guys. This fleet right here is flying from here to here, and it will take estimated time of arrival 10 hours and 34 minutes just to get there, right? Let's imagine that this all belongs to you, this whole part of space. How difficult it will be to control that, to stop invaders from raiding your planets and whatever. This is going to be insanely cool, and I think that protecting such a huge part of space all by yourself can be really difficult, and I think it would probably make sense to form some alliances here, right? Especially for me, being a public person playing the game. Then how would I be able to protect my property in the game, when you call it property, if I was not forming some really good alliances, which I'm probably going to do with you guys. So, and if we were to call this the sector view, or as it says here, the strategic view, then we could call that right here the planetary system view, which could look like this if you control a system with a bright star and a couple of planets. And this right here would be your fleets or ships standing by near the planets, and all that here is your long-range detection area. And obviously there's a couple of enemy ships approaching inside of that area, so you can see their speed and their destination, where they're going, right? What you cannot see right now is the level of tech they have, and what types of ships this is. For knowing that, you have to get a lot closer inside the short-range detection area, or whatever you want to call that, okay? Later about this more. And down here you can see an alternative planetary system, Boots 19, with a blue giant as a star. And is it just me, or does that star appear a little bit too small, being a star next to those planets right here? It's just a thought. Anyways, let's go down a little bit, and you can see here Boots 22 is a red giant. In order to get a good sense of scale, you will see that here there's a ship next to this planet, and the only reason you know that is because you get an indicator for that. You would never be able to see it with your naked eye, right? But going closer to that ship, you will see that huge detailed planet in the background, really looking cool, with your ship in front of it. And you could even scroll very close to that ship, and the planet in the background wouldn't even move at all, because it's just so much bigger, right? It's so awesome. And here you can see that same ship next to those planetary rings of a Saturn or Saturn-like planet, for instance. And yeah, while this ship was traveling towards this red planet, it was passing this Earth-like planet right here. And you can stay with the ship while it travels, and you can see those planets passing by. It's really beautiful, and I would like to see those in moving pictures, but soon we will finally be able to do this, right? Here it says more to come, so it makes sense to once in a while check out the forum, and I will put the link to all those forum posts in the video description, okay? So let's check out the next one, exploring the vastness of space. And this part of exploration is going to make a lot of fun. Look at this, for example, we have a blue giant and a red giant, or a lava planet or something like this here, and this would it would look like this if you get close to this lava planet, and it would look like this if you get close to the blue giant right there. Really cool. You can get close to everything and see how things look when you do. Let's go into the topic of fog of war. Just like real-life exploration, our game plays in a fog of war, meaning star systems must be discovered and enemy ships are not visible unless you actively scan that area of space, okay? Each ship is equipped with sensors which can uncover the presence of a new star system as well as enemy ships and planets. It is important to place your fleets on carefully planned patrols to ensure adequate sensor coverage of your outer territory. So I'm not entirely sure what this is. It could be some mechanic allowing you to set up some patrols for scanning the area, or it's just a fleet traveling in space and you getting close to it. But this right here would be 3 different ships with their scanners active. You can see the long range scanning distance, medium range, and the inner range. And yeah, down here you can get the information we need. Sensor coverage. At 100 light years, sensors can uncover basic information such as the presence of an enemy fleet, along with its speed and direction. Once within 25 light years, the ship is possible to see the class of enemy ship, along with civilization and owning player. But it sounds like you could actually not even tell if it's an enemy or a friend outside of the 25 light years range, right? Not entirely sure. At 5 light years, sensors will reveal the specific technology and cargo on the ship. That sounds like it's useful to send a little scouting party just to see what the enemy cargo is or the enemy weapon systems, so you can tell if it's worth attacking it or not, right? And but still, it will be possible to send stealth ships on their way, because their sneak attacks will be possible through a variety of means, such as the use of stealth ships. To counter these, players usually also cover critical parts of their space with minefields. Once a stealth ship is damaged, it will be forced to decloak, okay? Maybe there will even be more means in the future of decloaking those ships, but it really sounds badass, right? Here you can see the sensor array structures that you can place on planets. You can see a radar outpost, an astro sensor complex, and a long-range telescope. That's what you can build here. And judging from this picture here of Astaria, it sounds like, or it looks like you can here suspend certain things in your build queue. This is the production queue, and you can maybe even suspend things for a while to produce something else in the meantime, which you think is more important right now. You will obviously not lose the progress you made on the other building maybe, but you will be able to place or build something else in between, which is really cool, because some things maybe even may take for a while to be produced, right? And you can see certain information about the resources your planet is going to make, and yeah, the energy you have. And right here you can see he's building a power plant, right? And it looks like the energy is getting a little bit critical here, so that's probably the reason. And I found that this picture right here is a little bit related to the topic, because it shows you a really awesome ship design with some certain modules. For instance, the impulse engines, right? Those are the ones you need to probably get from one side of the planet to another, or to another planet in the same solar system. And then we have the warp engine that you probably need in order to get from one system into another. And then there's the long-range sensor right here, which you need in order to scan things at long distances, and the cockpit of the ship. Whoa, and I just have an idea. Wouldn't it be awesome if in the future, maybe at some point, we would be able to see from the captain's eyes, basically through the cockpit? Wow, wouldn't that be awesome? Alright, let's jump into the third post. And there's a ton of new information here, guys. For instance, the improved galaxy generation, where they improved their generation algorithms and gave the galaxies some names so that you can navigate better through them and find things like friends, neutrals, foes, or something like this, right? And if we take a look down here, there's also battle history integration now, where it says for the first image that you can now turn off, turn on various layers to declutter the strategy view. So for instance, you seek that information and don't want to have all that stuff displayed as well, so you can just turn it off to find the things you're looking for easier, right? And then there's also this really cool picture right here, where you can see this indicator. When you click it, it shows combat has taken place 1 hour ago between Just Cat Human Alliance 45 ships, Alpha Omicron, against Arconicans, 0 ships left, Dominator, and Destroyed, right? And you could here Click this button to watch the entire battle replay from all angles, really cool, or you could archive it or dismiss, and that's really awesome. Like, easier to see where combat has happened, quick glance of the results, or watch the full battle from any angle. I can't wait to check that awesome mechanics out, that you can just watch the battle. That's something so awesome. I'm so glad that this mechanic has been put into the game. It's gonna make this galaxy so much more authentic, right? If you could just watch the replays that have taken place there a while ago, and you can see here areas where combat has taken place are also highlighted red. So this is an indicator for you not to go through there with your unarmed cargo fleet, for example. What we can also see on this picture is that this protector guy here is an enemy, and that the player controlling this fleet right there is on an intercept course at him, right? So there's going to be another battle taking place probably around here. Oh no, scratch that. I think the battle will be taking place here, because this is where this player will intercept him earlier than that. Yeah, and there is going to be more intuitive movement and waypoint settings, where the simple left click will issue move orders and select fleets, and you can have waypoint paths for patrols and supplies between your planets back and forth. And yeah, as you move your mouse somewhere, you get more information here, 10 seconds or time of arrival, and also you get the information of how much fuel you will need. I don't know what happens when you run out of fuel when you're traveling with your warp drive. Your fleet probably sits there in space, only left with the impulse drives, and you will have to refuel it somehow to get there. There's going to be an interception intelligence that will, when a fleet, judging from the speed of your own ship and judging from the speed of your enemy, places a smart, pretty much the earliest possible moment to intercept the fleet and point the destination marker there to do that, right? There's going to be enhanced visuals, system visuals. When you move your mouse over it, you get more information displayed. This right here could be some kind of a 58% of a production efficiency or radar coverage. There's a radar thing there. I don't know exactly what it is. And there is a picture of the owner and the alliance, maybe, or the other way around. And there is the elements or the materials you can get from mining this planet. And more information being displayed. For instance, there's an enemy coming right here, Uranus, and there's a Saturn, Mars. So this seems to be like almost our galaxy, right? And yeah, so much cool. And there is, very important, the shipbuilding user interface. So let's click it. What you can see here is the system Proxima Centauri with the planet Epsilon Zeta. And I think this planet is probably a very, very big one with much industry on it. And you can see here's the shipyard selected. And there's a couple of different categories which you could click. And I think he's got the category logistics or something selected here, where you could get colonization vessels, carriers, and freighters. And he's going to build a couple of freighters, 18 freighters or something, and you can see here how much they will cost, and you can set up a number of those to be built. And also, you could here design a new ship. You could probably click that and open up the design a ship window, where you can set up what shields it's going to be using, what warp drives and technologies on its ship. It's really cool. Like, I think you can then rename those ships once you create a ship design. You can name it somehow, and of course, judging from whatever you put on the ship, the price of it will change. It will be more expensive or less expensive. And right now, he's building a light cruiser here in the shipyard queue. It's 42% done. It will require 2 minutes and 40 seconds to be built. And then there's a fighter, a carrier bomber, fighter, and colonization vessels all in the build queue, and here are some certain informations giving out about the productivity and resources and income of this planet. And here's one really important sentence I found: we aim in the future update to show the ship actually being built in space by robots over the planet with a shipyard. Doesn't that sound awesome, guys? I can't wait to see this. Planetary structure designs. Finally, we starting concepting planetary structure artwork for various civilizations. Over the next few weeks, we'll be turning these into a reality. And I think these artworks really look cool. Already we have some radar structures here, something that looks like greenhouses where maybe food is being grown underneath it. Then we have some aircraft harbors or whatever, some industry or refineries with mines or some different mines to harvest stuff off the planet, power plants and whatever that is there. And these look like these types of planets, right? Something like Mars, a desert, then something like a class H planet, not sure if that's the right thing to say, uninhabitable, and some forest type of planet or whatever. So we can already see where this is going, and it already looks really promising, right? By the way, if we scroll down in any of these posts, we get into the comment section of these, where in this case Gary Zimmerman, who's by the way also a very loyal watcher and commenter on my videos, asks the questions about when it's going to become available on iOS. And yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, this game will also become available like Vega Conflict for Android and iOS, right? And the commenter, the game developers are very active in the comment section, answering all questions, so it's really worth, yeah, visiting the posts, ask some questions, you will get answers by those people, right? And the next thing I wanted to show you guys is the Viper Conveyor class exclusive ship for the Call to Arms page that you can get from, well, getting people to sign up for the beta. 25 people, I believe, you need in order to get that exclusive ship, which would look like this. And in a few seconds we take a look at the stats, but I first want to show you something first, because here, own the Viper class now, be the envy of the galaxy with the access to this unique ship, sign up for the receive your free beta code, which you can still do, I will show you in a minute, and add the Viper class to your empire. And here it says the most important thing that I want to stress, I can't stress that enough: massive space strategy in a persistent online universe, and now it comes never pay to win, alright? So no advantage from using real money, one-off price to buy the game, and then you have access to all the game has in store for you. So this is what is the biggest selling point for me for this game, and I can't tell you how much I look forward to this. And in order to get early access to Beyond Dark and have a chance to get that unique Viper Conveyor class ship, you need to register and sign up for the game and reach the Vice Admiral part here in the Call to Arms page, right? And there you can see exclusive ship. So that's what you would have to do. In order to sign up for the beta, you could use my link in the video description or the ones of somebody else if you want. Just sign up in time, because it's going to end soon and you don't have all day or all time in the world to sign up for it. So that's what you could do. And as for when is the beta going to release, guys, there's two phases for the beta. There's going to be early beta, which is the one you get from having this Call to Arms page here and reaching 5 people. Then you get early access beta. Also, I get 2 invites for the early beta right here, which I'm going to give away soon, and also maybe even 2 more later. So that's your way of getting into the early phase of the beta, and then there's going to be the general beta later, where probably 2 months later, right? The early beta is going to be starting in June 2016, and 2 months later the general beta will start, where everyone can participate then who signed up here and is still maybe lieutenant or whatever, right? So this is the plan. And about the conveyor, the post is also in the video description, we can check it out. There's different pictures here and also some stats of it, okay? You can see maximum warp 5, engines 2, maximum shield tech 3, armor type light, and it will have 3 times frontal facing 150-degree hardpoints beam weapons and 2 times rear facing 110 degrees, and maximum beam tech is level 4. It's a conveyor class ship type, and a Viper class is the name, 2500 cargo and whatever. Like, there's so many information about this, and you can go ahead and check it out. Of course, we still don't know exactly how strong it will be in relation to other ships, but what the game developers have already said, and also people in the comments down here, that basically they don't want this ship to be very powerful. It's a low to mid-range ship. It's nothing that gives you an insane advantage over other players. It's just something unique that other players will not have, but you will have something more powerful or better by playing regularly as well. Okay, but still, it looks really cool, and I will look forward to be piloting this thing. And welcome, guys, to, for some of you, maybe even the most important part of this video, right? Because it's about the early beta keys that I'm going to give away. 2 of them I got right here that will be given away in this video and the next video, and the other 2 I got here might be reserved for my Patreons, right? I'm not entirely sure about this. But those 2 I'm definitely going to give away, and in order to get that, you will just have to leave a comment and tell me what you think about Beyond Dark, okay? Leave a comment in the comment section of this video right here, and I will seek out who's going to be the one who gets the key. So make sure to share that video here with everyone you know and make them leave comments so you have a better chance of getting it. And don't forget to tell me what you think about the game, okay? Just saying hi there is not going to cut it, okay? So that's how you can get the first key, guys. The second key, you will have to watch the next video and see what you have to do for that one. And be aware, the next video will show some some exclusive material and content about Beyond Dark that has never been shown anywhere else, because the game team and I started talking together because I got so many people to sign up for the beta with my first initial video, right? And they were really grateful and gave me that opportunity to release more content exclusively on my channel first. So it really looks like that I'm going to be officially starting this project Beyond Dark on my YouTube channel to release a lot of video content about this game in the future. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to start getting my hands on the game, so same as everyone else. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe. It's brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome. As always, Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye bye.